CJN rushing to preempt U.S. court ruling on TINUBU'S Chicago University record. UD alleges. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. A former director of strategy and communications under ex-President Goodluck Jonathan's administration, Jackson Ude, has alleged that the Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN Olukayode Ariwola, has perfected plans to preempt the ruling of United States Court bordering on President Bola Tinubu's academic records at Chicago State University. The outspoken Ude, in a tweet on his verified Twitter handle on Saturday, said the CJN is rushing to constitute a Supreme Court panel that will hurriedly hear appeals from the President's Election Petition Court so that the decision of the U.S. courts will become a mere academic exercise. Platinum Post reports that the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the 2023 election, Atiku Abubakar, is challenging the Chicago State University's document of Tinubu in a United States court over alleged discrepancies. But today said the alleged decision of the CJN to hurry up the dissemination of appeals from the PEPC by Atiku and the presidential candidates of Labour Party P2B is to preempt outcome of the U.S. courts, which has to do with qualification of Tinubu in standing for the 2023 poll. He said, and I quote, "The Supreme Court rushing to preempt U.S. court by ruling on presidential election petitions. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN Olukayode Ariwola, is in a hurry to preempt whatever ruling the U.S. court will deliver by hurrying up to set up the Supreme Court panel on the presidential election petitions and rush a ruling in favor of Bola Tinubu." Justice Jeffrey Gilbert of the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois, had reserved ruling on whether or not to order the Chicago State University to release the academic records of Bola Tinubu to Atiku Abubakar. Justice Ariwola, a stooge of Tinubu, is now rushing to select Supreme Court justices that will toe the line of the appeal court judges who upheld the sham election of Tinubu. Platinum Post records that Punch had reported on Saturday that barring any last-minute change in plan, Ariwola will constitute the Supreme Court panel latest next week Wednesday. The PEPC had on Wednesday, September 6, 2023, delivered a 12-hour judgment on the appeals rising from the February 25, 2023 presidential election, upholding the election of President Bola Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress. The presidential candidates of the People's Democratic Party and Labour Party, Atiku Abubakar and P2B respectively, rejected the court's judgment, vowing to approach the Supreme Court. They had 14 days from the day the judgment was delivered to file the appeal at the Apex Court. The 14-day timeline ends on Wednesday. Well, is this new? No. Sincerely, this is not news. In fact, this news, I've been expecting it. You know, it is not now that people started pointing accusing fingers to this man. A lot of things has not been going. You know, a lot of things do not. The more you look, the less you see. This is not this one. I'm telling you. We have started hearing some things even before what? Even before the election. How him and this man used it for union, then they married themselves together. Okay, so it's actually not news. Ude's excesses should be checked. Obviously, determined going by his toxic application and mischievous posts, he should be brought back to book. Okay, he should be brought back to book to cure his malady. The day they will catch you now, ask you to come and explain all this fake news. You are dishing. Do not say the government is punishing you for nothing. Really? This is a senseless assumption. The rule is that once the appellant filed the appeals, the CJN will constitute the panel that will determine the appeals. This is not the first time I'm hearing this news. I don't know about it, but this is not the first time. In some cases, the panel is constituted before the appeals. The law is clear. So why would the CJN be in a hurry? This assumption can only come from a failure, a bad loser, and a drowned person who is struggling to go down with anything. Advise your party to present a formidable case, not chasing growth. Bad losers. If not that you people are stupid, you have till this coming Wednesday appeal or the case closed, so he should not get the judiciary ready. Well, all I'm saying is, even what he make, they never even get the case to appeal. Now because they purposely they even hold them. They are purposely holding it back from me, whether I like it or not. The US courts cannot overturn the wishes of the Nigerian people. Whatever they like, let them see. We have voted that as a winner has emerged. This nation will be ruled by God, who has chosen through the people, announced by INEC and pronounced by courts. Okay, well, we won't be bought over by all those losers who are insensitive to neo-colonial mentality. Interesting. Wishes of which people? Yorubas, I thought you guys are the most good of all in Niger, all due to tribalism. You guys have lost a sense of reasoning. An election that was mixed by violence and all type of malpractice, refusing Nigerians from voting, assaulting voters. Haba, Yorubas, fear God. Okay. These guys, they amaze us. The Presidential Election Petition Court has given judgment. Petitioners announced their intention to appeal against the judgment. The law set 14 days limit for the submission of appeal and authorized the Chief Justice of Nigeria to constitute a panel of judges of the Supreme Court to listen to the appeal. What sense is this accusation? Should the Chief Justice suspend the appeal and wait for the U.S. court to finish its findings? It is a ridiculous accusation. Alright. If there is a delay, you will complain. If they want to hasten things, you will complain. I think you should select the judges and give them time to hear the appeal. Even if that is done, the judgment did not favor you, you will still say the judges were bribed. Bad leaders will always complain. Alright. You guys does not trust the judiciary, but still you are looking for help there. Harvest time for lawyers indeed. This guy called Jackson is just playing on the gullibles. There's a constitution allowed time for petitioners to file their appeals and also time for hearing and judgment, which is in 60 days. So it is a right to file within 14 days and the whole exercise within 60 days. Nobody is rushing anybody to anywhere. Alright, is the Chicago University staff only detained against the defendant? If so, allow him to run his tenure, please. Everything about Jagaban academic is an exercise of futility because those nonsense were not in court before the elections. So they should go and calm down. He's a real crazy fellow. How come they make madman a director of whatever? Alright. This Jackson, would they please stop all this nonsense and allow the judges to do their work? When the US are causing problems for those who are in Nigeria, allow the judges. Of what benefits has all your ranting and stupidity been to Nigeria? Only to cause discord and bad blood. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.